gonna be doing a first impression of this sample that I have here called Visionaire Midnight Blue from Michael Malone. And as usual, all thoughts and opinions are my own. This is not a sponsored video. None of the videos I have done thus far have been sponsored here on YouTube. So let's see what this smells like. It came with the other 3 fragrances, so oof. Those are the only 3 I like from that brand so far. So hopefully this can be number 4. But it's it. Kind of smells a bit fruity, fresh. It kind of, right now in the air, is giving me Ferris by Kajal Perfumes vibes. Like a typical modern, like fruity fragrance. It's good. Like, it's good. Is it up there with like Citizen Jack Absolute, with Jet Black Reserve, with Ocean Noir? Off first impression, I'm going to say no right now. And I say that just because, you know, when I smelled those fragrances, they had their own kind of individuality to them. But the fact that when I first smelled this scent, it reminded me of another fragrance like Ferris. You know, it wasn't something that I'm really like as into. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't smell good, because it actually smells really good. But there's just another fragrance that I smelled that's similar to this, so it doesn't really stand out in that regard. However, I think that this is just an easy to wear type of scent. I could already tell by the DNA here that this is like a modern masculine type of fragrance, kind of like I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. It's something that's not going to get people upset. I think this would smell very like sexy professional in a work environment. If you have to go to the office and you're wearing like a nice button up, a button down, whatever you're wearing, and you throw this on, it's going to be good. And this, did they duplicate the sample? It's the same sample. Okay, so there's 2 that are the same. But to me, that is kind of the best way that I envision this fragrance right here. Maybe it's because it's called Visionaire that, well, I didn't even notice that until now, honestly, that I kind of saw that as more of a business type of fragrance, you know, that would smell really good in that regard. Kind of like, you know, the CEO or the boss that comes in every quarter just to make sure everything is running smoothly, and they always smell nice and professional. And, you know, they pass by you, you catch a whiff of them, and you're like, oh, man, yeah, they smell good. They look sharp. They smell good, you know? But yeah, it's not better than the top 3 that I like right now from this brand. But definitely likable. Like, I'm telling you, this is a fragrance that if you blind buy it and you give it to a guy that isn't into fragrances, you're like, you know what, my gift is going to be a fragrance. Let me see what I can get them. And you get something like Visionaire. When they smell this, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I love this fragrance so much, blah, blah, blah. They'll wear it around their significant other, or they'll go on a date with it, and their date will like it as well. So this is just going to like check all the boxes for a very mass appealing, likable, daily wear type of fragrance, especially in, I don't even want to say especially in warm weather, because I feel like this would still work even when it's cold outside. It would shine better if it was warmer outside. But then again, even if you did wear it during those winter months, it's not so bold or so different or even off-putting. This is just something that you know will be safe. And that's just gonna be the downside of it to a lot of people, is when things are overly safe, and people hate on that because there's no uniqueness and all that. But sometimes you don't need that in a fragrance. Sometimes you just need shit to smell good. You just want to smell good, and that's as simple as that. And you will definitely get that with Visionaire. Now, I'm gonna see how this kind of smells more and more on my skin. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. But all I can think about is Ferris. So it's not, maybe if I smelled this one first and then Ferris, my opinions would be kind of swapped, right? It's kind of, whichever one you smell first, that becomes, you know, the standard for you. But I believe this might be, it's probably like $100 less than Ferris. Because if I'm not mistaken, the bottles of like Citizen Jack and Ocean Noir, I believe they don't even break $115 for the bottles that I've shown. I think it's like $110. Could be mistaken about that, but pretty good price. Ferris, I think, isn't like over $200 fragrance. So, I mean, this is definitely more of a budget-friendly fragrance, and it's an EDP concentration as well. So, if you want me to make more videos on this one, I will be more than happy to do it. In fact, I'm going to make a fragrance video tomorrow about scents that would do really well in the office. And you're probably going to hear me talk about this because instantly that is the situation that I thought of when I smelled this fragrance right here. So it is more on the fresh side. I do get some fruitiness, I get some citrusiness, and then just like that typical, maybe it's like a little bit of like an ambroxan. I'll see what the notes are on this fragrance, but yeah, typical modern masculine fragrance that you just cannot go wrong with, all right? But anyways, let me know if you've tried this scent or if there's another fragrance from this house that you suggest that I give a shot, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Take care. Bye.